Welcome back to Crypto Atlas, your daily source for crypto whale alerts, crypto market news, and DeFi gems. All right, guys, today's episode is wild. Like, this is one of those days where you look at the charts, look at these whale transactions, you look back at your portfolio, and you're like, okay, what universe are we in right now? Because these whales are moving Bitcoin like they're dragging suitcases through an airport, except the suitcases are filled with hundreds of millions of dollars. So let's go ahead and dive straight into it. So the first huge thing that's blowing up all over crypto Twitter right now is this absolute bombshell from Bitcoin LFG. They're reporting that a 16-year-old Bitcoin whale, Owen Gundon, has officially sold all of his $1.3 billion in Bitcoin. And the wildest part, he apparently bought most of it when Bitcoin was under $1. I mean, think about that, guys. Under $1. I don't know about you, but whenever I hear stories like this, I suddenly remember every single time that I didn't buy Bitcoin back when it was like $200 and think, yeah, that tracks. Now, what's interesting is how coordinated this timing looks, because right after that news dropped, Whale Alert pushed another update confirming that the early Bitcoin holder, presumably the same situation, completed a 1.3 billion sell-off with $230 million moved over to Kraken. That is a massive move. Like, that's the kind of number where even the whales look at other whales like, bro, you good? And just to keep the chaos going, we've got more whale transactions stacking up like dominoes. Let's go through them one by one because these numbers are juicy. So the first big one, 2,498 Bitcoin. That's worth $228.6 million. Transferred from an unknown wallet to another unknown wallet. The sender address starts with 3JHB, and immediately people started speculating, is this a shuffle, a relocation before a sale, a move to keep funds off centralized exchanges? Because that kind of transaction doesn't just happen for fun. Then, literally not even 30 minutes later, these whales are texting each other or something. We got another alert. 2,516 Bitcoin. That's around $231.9 million moved from Kraken to an unknown wallet. The receiving address starts with BC1Q, and that caught my attention because now we have the opposite direction. Someone pulling coins off Kraken. So while one whale is moving money into Kraken, presumably to sell, another whale is withdrawing huge amounts, presumably to hold. So what does that mean? This could be whales positioning differently based on expectations. One whale is taking profit at the top or securing cash. Another is potentially accumulating the dip. Opposite strategies happening at the exact same time. This is the kind of stuff that creates volatility. And we're not done. So next up, 5,887 Bitcoin. Yes, nearly 6,000 Bitcoin, valued at over $508 million, moved from Coinbase to a brand new wallet. The receiver address begins with 1AVS. When coins move to a fresh wallet, especially that much, it very often means one thing. They're preparing to hold long term. Fresh wallets equals cold storage vibes. And then another one, because today is just a buffet of whale activity. 1,228 Bitcoin, worth about $107.5 million, moved from one unknown wallet to another. Receiving address starts with BC1Q, super clean, no exchange, no identifiable patterns. This looks like a whale doing internal reorganizing or preparing liquidity for something new. So when you add all these together, today we're looking at billions in movement, literal billions sloshing around the network. And while retail investors are like, should I dollar cost average $50 today? These whales are like, move $500 million right now. No big deal. But the craziest part isn't just the size of the transfers. It's the context that's around them. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. I do have in the description down below a referral link for the crypto exchange BTCC. If you want to research this more, or if you're ready to get started, you can pause the video, you can check out that link. And also, if you guys want to stay updated, you can join my Telegram group. I have that link in the description as well. Okay, so let's go and talk about the tweets, because this ties everything together. So first up, the Kobayashi letter, they dropped a long breakdown. Honestly, this might be one of the most important macro explanations that we've had in weeks. They're saying that this entire 45-day downtrend from Bitcoin's all-time high of $126,000 on October 6th all the way to now might not be a real bear market, not fundamentally at least. They point out that nothing truly bearish has happened in crypto. No major hacks, no exchange collapses, no devastating news. Instead, what they're seeing is something more mechanical, almost like a liquidation machine got turned on and never got turned off. Remember when President Trump threatened 100% tariffs on China on October 10th? Kobayashi says that may have been the spark that triggered the record $19.2 billion liquidation, and the unwind after that just kept going like a domino chain. And since November 10th, Bitcoin has basically been drawing a straight line down. Every day, about $1 billion in liquidations. That's not a healthy correction. That's leverage evaporating. Their take is that the market is doing a self-cleanse. Too much leverage, too many degens playing with borrowed money, and now the system is wiping them out. And honestly, these whale movements we've been talking about line up perfectly with that theory. When leverage collapses, whales reposition, they buy dips, they sell tops, they rotate, they move to cold storage, they take advantage of liquidity. Retail panics, whales plant. And then up next, you have Mr. Crypto. He points out that Bitcoin's RSI is now at the lowest level since the FTX collapse. That's insane. RSI doesn't usually hit extremes like that unless something major just happened. And we've had no FTX 2.0, no Terra 2.0, just massive selling pressure and liquidations. Then Bitcoin Archive adds another angle. The weekly RSI, the big one, is now at the most oversold level in 3 years. So we are literally at a point historically where bull cycles are usually born. And now combine that with whales moving $500 million out of Coinbase, whales withdrawing from Kraken, whales reorganizing huge amounts. We're watching accumulation and distribution happening at the exact same time. It's chaos, but beautiful chaos. And yeah, that's the situation right now. Whales making moves, charts at extreme levels, and the entire market reshuffling while leverage gets obliterated. So let me know what you guys think. Share your thoughts with us down in the comments below. If you're new, don't forget to hit subscribe. And you can check me out over on Blue Sky at Crypto Atlas. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members. God bless. We'll see you guys in the next episode.